My bad. I didn't actually do it, so it ain't my bad. It's fucking the phone / YouTube / fucking internet / what the fuck ever. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it like this. When I want to show you guys something, I'm just gonna have to go like this. Because I've noticed when I'm using the app and I flip back and forth too many times, it'll boot me out of the fucking app. And sometimes when I go to resume, especially when I'm on my 5G, it won't let me reconnect. I have to end and start all flocking over. There's a duck up here. Is that a deer in the fucking road too up there? All right, we're gonna flip around one more time. Yep, see the whitetail? You see the duck? He's right there. Buck, I couldn't tell. That was over 100 yards away. That was at least 150. They will only have nubs right now, maybe. If that. Yeah, but the YouTube app cucked me. It's like, oh, you flip back and forth too many times, too often. We're going to boot you out and make you start over. You mother truckers. He flew. Did you see it? There's like little sleet ice balls falling right now. It's kind of cold. Can we get a backflip? Shit, bitch, please. Can we get a your mama on these nuts? They did a pretty heavy select cut through here on this side. See? Wouldn't call it clear cut. They must have did that a couple years ago. It's been a while since I've been down here. Since Cole died and the four-wheeler quit running, I quit coming down here. He'd jump off the four-wheeler up the road here, and then we'd race down here, and then we'd cut across here, then we'd go down to the lake. I'd let him get in the lake, cool off, then I would jog him back up to the main road, and then get him on the four-wheeler, and then we'd go home. We'd do that a couple times a day. He really liked that. He had a lot of stamina. Live action Steve. Live action Big Mike. And then a few years ago, they came through here and cleaned this up really good. There used to be all sorts of shit through here. It was growing in. Oh, just kicked up a bunch of ducks. It's like a... Yeah, I had to start a new one. My bad, Bob. My bad, Bob. We'll blame it on YouTube. When I flip the camera back and forth so many times, it seems like it just wants to kick me off YouTube, and then it won't let me resume my live. I don't know if it's a phone problem. It can't be a phone problem. It's either an app problem, a YouTube thing, or a 5G thing or something. I don't fucking know. It's got to be a YouTube thing. It ain't the phone. It can't be. That's 25 plus. So I blame it on the drinks. I just farted. You're going to renew these nuts in your mouth. That's about it here. Yeah, it only does it when I'm on my 5G. When it happens at home, it'll let me reconnect. So I kind of figured it was the YouTube / 5G combination. Planet 1R. Opinion on it. I don't even know what that is, bro. I don't have opinions. Not any opinions that are worth anything anyways. Don't forget to hit that like button if you would. I see there's like 14 of you. Sure would appreciate that. Got just over 300 subs. Trying to nail that 500 at least. That'd be pretty dope, right? Help an old fat guy out. Do it right meow. Hit the like button for the beard. Don't forget to subscribe for the beard. Beard's coming off soon. It's gonna be coming off for the summer, and then we'll grow it back for the winter, starting in fall. It's a little muddy through this part. Opinion on a place I've never been, right? Do I look like I've been to fucking Rome? What the fuck? What's your opinion on this wiener? Opinion, please. You know nothing about it, but I want your opinion. Nothing but good opinions. Dodging mud holes. Sure would be nice to see some cool rocks. It's yeah. Oh, my bad. Google took me the wrong place. You gotta give me a minute. I'm a dummy. Oh, US based data, blah, blah, blah. AI say it. So anything that's AI that's tracking the American people is not a good thing. That's my opinion. Short and sweet. Is that good enough? I spelled it wrong when I was Googling. Like I said, I'm a dummy. Yeah. How do you stop it without burning the whole system down? You live in a comply or else world. Hate to rain on your parade. You ain't free. You're just a free range slave. Wherever you're at. At best. Once you come to grips with that and understand that, I highly recommend contributing as little as possible. System only works if you comply and play games with them, or play their game. Oh, here's the lake again. I'm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're not going to walk down there because I'm not going to flip the camera again just in case, because this is a fucking hill. That's a hill. It's a mighty big hill. And I'm about to be huffing and puffing. Let's open the lungs up before we get moving. Where's she at? She's here somewhere. Alright, give me a second. Got an inhaler. Give me just a second here. Wrong inhaler. Laws are bullshit. Government's not going to follow laws anyways. They do what they want. Laws are just a construct of fucking words put on paper to use to manipulate the masses into compliance out of fear. Because you don't want to be labeled as a lawbreaker because of the false moralities of society. You know what I'm saying? That's all. and the social norms, you know what I'm saying? Social norms and false moralities is what rules fucking the globe these days. Wish I had a smartwatch. That way I could watch my heart go crazy while I'm doing this. Am I a vet? No. Nope. Nope. I've been asked that quite often, but no. There goes that deer. There goes another one. Couple deer. Yeah, you guys ain't gonna see them. Hump day. Hump day. Yay, yay. It's packed. These humpers don't know how to act. It will be soon. Just ask the homeless. The undesirables. Hummingbird today. Sick. Still waiting. Thirsty Thursday, yay, yay. Right? I'm not a big booze drinker. Think that place is haunted. Local meth shack. Ain't nobody making meth in there. Looks like one though. Look, he could. Somebody notice you though. Yeah, most people just go with the flow, man. Look, affordable housing, right? Nobody speaks up because they're too busy, bro. Too busy paying for $100,000 trucks and a couple $100,000 homes because the social norm and the false morality tells them that that puts them above everybody else or above other people. So that's the thing to do, because everybody wants to feel like they're above everybody else. In other words, they want to feel important. And a lot of people these days think they need all that shit. As much as I'd like to have a nice brand new $100,000 Ford 250 or some shit. I would be just as happy with a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, to be specific. Or a 2004 Ford Ranger with 50,000 miles on it. I'd be happy with that too. Hell, if I could afford a $100,000 truck, I could own both those vehicles. That's the kind of math that I like. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of math that makes sense to me. I'm going to take a break under the gazebo. This is what I'm calling the halfway point, but really it's more than halfway. It's like, we'll call it roughly 2/3 of the way. Well, let's take a break, get a drink, cool down just a skosh. Kind of working up a little sweat here. Come on. Come on. Struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. Lawless, what up? Shit, out on a power walk, part 2. It'll be cool, little Jeep. Power walk, part 2. My first live stream took a dump on me and didn't want to reconnect. Thought I brought a comb. Oh, I did. It's just not the one I thought I brought. We just took a walk through the woods, pretty much. Down the dirt road, through the woods. Seen some ducks. Seen some deer. Seen one of them big old red-headed woodpeckers. You ever see one of those? You know, like the woody woodpecker kind. Yeah, I tried the whole successful family and shit, man. I failed. It was hard. It was difficult. Too much for me. And props to those who can do it. And I mean, if man don't leave the legacy of a good family behind, what the fuck does he leave, right? I failed. You know what I'm saying? You loved Woody, huh? Yeah, it was shit, wasn't it? Get up for school, eat some cereal, some breakfast, watch the Woody Woodpecker real quick, go hop on that bus. I look like that guy. I'm only human after all. That's it. I'm only human. Fuck, man. I'm not perfect. I'm a failure. I suck. I don't suck as much as others. I know that. I do try to be a little bit better of a person each day, so whether I fall short or not, you know, that's a whole different story. But I'm out there trying. I'm out there trying. There's a lake right here too. Here's another lake. That's another lake. Emery. You. Well, like this version of Emery. Sick. No, I've been told I look a lot like fuck, I can't remember his name now. I can't. Owens? No, not Owens. Yeah, Owen. What's his name? Owen, not Kevin Owens, but fucking. And John Daly. That's one I've been told a lot. John Daly. Alright, let's keep moving. That breeze on the back of my sweaty neck's kind of chilly. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Collapse. Oh, you dirty dog. Not wanting to collapse. How dare you? Oh, come on. There we go. The struggle's real. The monopod collapse struggle is the thing. That dude's got a fucking deer head strapped to the top of his fucking truck still. Holy shit. Larry the Cable Guy. Pretty funny, but good luck. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe too. Do it right now. I wonder how old this wall is. I wonder when that wall was put there. There's something kind of interesting about a stone wall. You know what I mean? Anybody else get that vibe? I've always wanted to build a stone wall somewhere. One that'll stand for a fucking 1,000 years. Or at least, 500. Here's another example of a stone wall that was put here. I'll show you guys in a second. When I get down to the good part. But it starts right here. And it gets taller and taller. Gets taller down here. It's been there a while. Know that. when I lived here at this little house, chipmunks had lived in the walls right here. You can see there's like all kinds of gappage, right? So there's like chipmunks holes pass all through there and shit, you know what I mean? Boom. So I kind of wonder how long that's been there. I'd almost be willing to bet as long as that other one. Yeah, I used to live right there. We used to own that house. And there's possibly an Indian burial ground up on the top of the hill here. Part of the property of this place is on top of that hill. And we had to put a septic tank in at this place. And our drain field pumps the water up on the top of the hill. That's how they found it. And they're like, oh, let's not say anything about that, because that could shut shit down. You know what I mean? So nobody ever said anything about it. And one thing we always kind of worried about living here is like these, you don't get no perspective, but those are some big ass trees. And that tree right there is hollow as fuck. We looked into having it removed, but at the time it was pretty freaking expensive. We don't own it anymore, so we don't have to worry about it. But not yet, man. No spring yet. Yeah, no, we're getting some spring. I take that back. We're just in the beginning. So, and this house was haunted. This is the house. If you ever heard me tell a story about a ghost that sat on the foot of the bed, this was the house. Motherfucker used to sit on the foot of the bed. And this place next door, there's this old couple that lived there. Rachel and Roy, and they had a daughter. I can't remember what her name was, but she was older than me, and Rachel and Roy were a lot older than me. But anyways, they got sold that they couldn't stay up here anymore. And the daughter stayed behind to take care of the house, and she lived up here, and they went downstate to live with other family members. And the lady that lived there after Rachel and Roy went downstate, she was a bad drinker. And drinking, fifths and dirty 30s. Well, she drunk herself to death. She drunk herself into an ulcer, and then she ended up with internal bleeding, and she thought it was just kind of like a bloody ulcer, and that's probably what it was, bleeding ulcer. But it got so bad that she was vomiting and shit. Well, she ended up bleeding to death in there. Never called for help or nothing. And one of the guys that came by, I think some dude came by, I think he was trying to get some or some shit. Been trying and ain't been able to, or did. Well, anyways, come by to see what was going on with her, because he'd called and she hadn't answered and blah blah. Went in there, found her deceased on the floor, blood everywhere. He came over and got us real quick. He's like, hey, blah blah. We called 911. I ran over there. There was blood from one end of the house to the other, and she was stone cold dead on the floor between the bed and the wall. It was quite a sight. Stone cold deceased, I should have said, huh? There's the other lake. Yeah, it was pretty sad. That's the other lake. Yeah, I tried to change it up. What I usually do is I walk through town here, and I go up to the Dollar General. It's a mile there, then it's a mile back. Go up to the Dollar General, buy some shit, walk home. And then that's what I'm trying to get in the habit of this. And for exercise and shit, you know, because I'm fat and old. And So yeah, I don't know where I was. Next topic. So I decided to walk a different path today. This is like, was you here at the first part of the live? This is part 2. First part like crashed on me. That was more scenic, or yeah, I guess you call it scenic. I don't know. And now we're just walking through town. Dead in town. Trying to think of her name that lived next door there. I can't remember what it was. It's been about 10 years ago now. Sick. Running from my fears. Man, you put a lot of thought in that, didn't you? Been running since '08, running since '08. The one day I just started running. What do you think, Clint? Smoke crack for 50K. I do that shit for free. You wouldn't smoke some crack for 50K? Bring on the boulder. You're lit all day already, huh? You must be looking for a smoking partner. It's like, I got a ball and I need a friend. You don't wear winter jackets. You know what they say, no sense, no feeling. Germany in the house, what up? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We split a ball and get ripped. You just keep your hands to yourself. Some people get weird, I'm not one of them. How's the German people, since you're from Germany, let me ask a real German. How's the German people feel about Trump putting the smackdown on Iran? Because it seems like your government's not a big fan of it. Oh look, there's a woodcock. Male and female woodcock. I'm a different type of weird. You give me some crack, I'm gonna get quiet. That's what's gonna happen. All right, I'll tell you right now. I'm the quiet crack smoker. I haven't actually, I've smoked the shit before, but I was like 17 years old. I haven't smoked it since. Smoked a couple times when I was 17. Wasn't my bag back then. There's the Portage clerk. What's her name? Yeah, I was never a fan of it. I'd rather bump a line and play with the numb. You know what I mean? That's what I'd rather do. A bump and some on the end of on the butt of the cig. That was my game. If I was to do anything like that. I never bought the shit back in the day though. I always had friends that bought some. And I was always the dude. I'd never paid for shit. I didn't buy stuff like that back then. But I had plenty of friends that did. Of course, when your boys say, boom, throw a fucking ball on the table and says, let's party. Oh, you know. Big Mike's not a lame, so. When in Rome. You know what I mean? You only live once. All them good things. Guess I could have showed you guys the other side of the Portage. What a bad fucking host I am. I suck. Keep getting calls. Yeah, you'll get them. Don't worry, they'll stop. Once the funeral and stuff's over with, everybody will forget. Probably be the first time you ever got flowers. Everybody's bringing the side-by-sides out. Side-by-sides everywhere. A couple more up here at the gas station. Subaru Crosstrack. Someone was out ripping, tater chipping. Oh, there's Ben. We can connect back to the Wi-Fi. I've been spotted. I think I've been spotted. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, whether you go or not, afterwards, everybody will forget. There we officially walked the country block, which is about a little over 2 miles. Dude! Oh, he about took the knee out. Oh, where's it at? Oh, I'm gonna get it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get that. Let me see that thing. Let me see that thing, dude. Dude, let me see it. Oh,